Hey guys, RC Buster back with another video today. Today we are testing out our scx10.2 build. We recently built this truck over winter, and I have a build guide on everything that we have done with this truck up on the channel. But today we're at Rockslide Canyon, Illinois, and we're testing out a testing tune day. So we're gonna give it a good run today and kind of discuss over a little bit of, let's talk a little bit about the course and pros, cons of the truck, and some of the kind of ideas I have going forward with it. So we're starting off with the beginning of the course here. Got some pretty difficult rocks this place. We run the 5.4 inch mudslinger tires from Proline. With this truck they help quite a bit with the diff clearance since it's a straight axle. Already kind of got off and stuck there. The owner of the course is actually going around me here. This is pretty neat. He got out and run it today. We make it out of Little Valley and rocks there. But we're gonna keep crawling with it. This course is pretty difficult for a lot of these trucks. This truck doing a lot of mods too. Kind of waiting on him to move on out of the way a little bit so we can keep on going. I tried to get a lot of raw footage with this truck instead of cutting so much. I tried to get a good raw footage of it. It performs pretty well, a whole lot better than a stock truck does. The first time we come over to this place, we had the truck basically stock. So cutting into a pretty cool clip here of a bridge he's got out on the course. It's pretty neat. And then the bridge ends up going up into this tube. So this is about 10 minutes into the course. It's about a 45-minute course it takes you to get through it start to finish. This section here is pretty difficult, especially with this truck. We added all the weight to it. It ended up, once I weighed it on my scale, it ended up being about almost 11 pounds. So it's really heavy. And at this time in this video, we're still running the stock motor. And the motor just doesn't have enough power to move this truck. It gets hung a lot. See, it's just kind of jerking. It doesn't really want to move. It doesn't have enough torque to move that heavy of a truck. This is a pretty tough section. I always struggle trying to go up through it. The axles like to get hung on just about every rock coming up through here. So we're working our way up. So at this point, I'm having a lot of trouble getting this truck to turn because the front tires, they like to push. They don't like to bike. They like to get off on the sidewalk quite a bit. So with the foams they have in them, they're really soft. Our axial capper that run the same tires is the same issue. I'm working on a new design with some TPU in the tires, making TPU foams, 3D printing them. We're going to try them out. Hopefully they'll do a bit better. But this is about one of the roughest sections on the course. It's one I have the most trouble with. But overall, the truck made it up a lot better today than it did towards the end of last year before we put all the extra parts on it in the second part of our build. At this point, coming up into this part of the course, I can already start to smell the motor starting to get hot. Me binding it up here trying to get out of this little hole didn't help much. But the motor is already starting to get a little warm. We took a little cut right here at the bottom of this hill, let it cool back down. And then we continued on with the course.
I can smell it. That's what I just said to Joseph.
We stop here, let it cool for a little bit, and then we keep on continuing on with the course. Another cool shot we got here. You can see all the weight on the axle pretty good there. This truck, it does perform pretty good. See, a lot of the smaller rocks and stuff that's not too extreme, it kind of just goes right on over. This is a real cool course. He's got this cool line here. You drive up through a old truck cab, so it's pretty neat. It's got some cool lines. Now, I don't know if you can hear the humming of the truck or not, but I do have a fan on the motor to try to help keep it cool, and I did gear it down. We dropped, I think, two or three teeth on the pinion. We're running an 11 tooth pinion. This is a pretty steep climb here. Truck just struck right on up it like it's nothing. Real good low center of gravity with all that extra weight on the axles. Like I said, it weighs about 11 pounds, so it's real heavy of a truck. Got the Reefs 555 steering servo on it, so it helps out with steering. This obstacle here is a pretty cool one. It's real hard if you're not running the 5.4 inch tires because you like to fall down in them holes. The tires will suck down into them. So he's got this trail here. It goes up to the trees. It's pretty cool. You'll see here when I'm trying to turn again, trying to go around this corner, the tires are liking to flex over on the sidewalls. So that's one of the main flaws I'm having with this truck right now. My main issue is I can't turn. It's caused me to rack up a lot of points having to reverse. So, like I said, I'm working on the TPU foam to hopefully help improve that. The steering servo, the Reefs, it has good power, and I think it's going to perform the way I want it to. But the front tires just want to push all the time. The drag brake on the truck set up real good. See how slow it rolls down there.
They hang up on everything.
So here the back axle's already hung up again. The axles, they like to get hung. Support axle will be a big difference on this course. Another line that goes up in the trees here. Pretty cool line. It has some real cool obstacles on this course. Really is a good time when we come up here and crawl. So far the truck's been performing pretty good. A few little flaws, a few little kinks. I think I need to go with some softer shock oil. They're a little stiff. I think I'm going to try to, I got 35 weight in them right now. I think I'm going to go down to about 25 weight. Another cool line, some cool rocks he has out there. Really lets the trucks flex over and a little bit of some side hills on them. As you can see here, the front tires are going to want to push again. With this body we have and the way I have the bumper mounted, it's got a real good approach and descent angle. End up falling over there. Gotta go high center and slid right off. My 3D printed rock sliders, they help a little bit. Mainly just helping with the tire clearance. Right back being jammed up. Actually been stuck on that one. Here's a pretty steep climb. Going up this, you'll see the soft foams in the back tires flex and how the tires are starting to curl up. Real steep climb there, especially with this heavy truck. Hopefully the TPU foams help with that. I need to also vent these tires because they like to stay vacuumed up for a little bit. Back tire comes off the ground, that descent, real steep. These are some real steep climbs, so if you don't have a bunch of low end weight, you'll like to flip over pretty easy on these. Truck handles these real good. Tires grip up good and the weight's good. This here you gotta hit with a little bit of speed to kind of bounce over it. I ended up getting rolled off the course there. Set it back up. We hit it with a little bit more speed, a little bit more straight on. It would bounce right up on over it. When you come down here, real hard angle. Very good. Some real difficult obstacles on this course. Really put your truck through the test. This is more of a simple section he has on the course. I think we do end up flipping off, so I think I just try to go through it just a little bit too quick. Just kind of having a little bit more fun just for it. I think we do end up flipping off. The truck's stuck there. Ain't going anywhere. I'll back up. Get that one wheel over a little bit. Work our way across. There we go.
It does. It just takes a second.
Truck gets high centered again there.
Once it start to roll, it just rolls.
So we're gonna keep on going through the course. We're starting to get more towards the end of it here now. It's about a 45-minute course, so the truck could run for probably about 30 minutes at this point. Running on 3S LiPo. It's made it a pretty good ways. I think we ended up flipping over right here too. Yep. Ended up skipping a little bit of the course, just kind of running all the way back over the top. And just keep on going, following through. Of course, has some pretty cool lines on it.
Tired like that.
It rides on the sidewalk a lot.
So here at this point, this is a couple more minutes on. See the truck starting to get hot, starting to smoke. So even though we got the fan on it, with the 3S LiPo and the gear reduction, just this stock motor cannot handle the weight. We're just gonna keep on going and see about how far we can make it. At this point, the motor's getting real weak, and it seems like it's just not gonna want to go much further. You see, it was smoking there just a second ago. So we're gonna open it up. At this point, I think the truck's pretty much done. Take a look at it. Fan's still running on. You see where we got the fan set up, the 3S LiPo. But the motor's still got a fair little amount of pull, even though it smoked a little bit. But so it's still going, so we're just gonna keep on running it. Try to make it through the rest of the course. See if we can make it through the end, and hopefully be able to find another motor upgrade for later on. Get the body put back on, and we'll keep on following through the course. Try to show off the rest of the course here.
She broke in so good she done.
A little bit of trouble getting one of the body pins in there.
Right in, you fucker.
Still filming, fella. That's happened to press the button right when you
So now the motor's just still weak. It gets hung up.
It ain't got no power.
I'm thinking that's just about wide open throttle right there. That's why I can't even really crawl with it very well. See me just skipping lines on the course. Just gets to where it just doesn't really want to move. See, it won't even make it climb up at, try to spin the wheel as much as anything, get it flipped over sideways again. So we kept going, ended up having to put another battery in it. Now it really got to smoking here. We made it through the end of the course, but just kind of kept going with it. Figured we'd just let it run. So we're gonna see how much torque we can get through this motor. This motor lasts a really long time. We're probably about 50 minutes on our second LiPo at this point, and it is starting to smoke up a little bit. As you can see, my tire got stuck in there, kind of like I was talking earlier in the video. If you don't have them 5.4s to 4.75 tires, a lot of people around, they really get stuck in all this stuff here.
I don't think so.
But even now, even though it's smoking and real hot, it just keeps on trucking. So we're gonna skip around the course here a little bit, go to a little bit of an easier spot, stay up out of the trees. Trying to find a good place to take her to.
Where you want to burn up at?
I'm gonna take it up here to this part of the course and truck on with it.
I just filmed all that walk all the way across here. That's great.
We're gonna see how much longer this motor lasts. So far, since it's really got smoke, I think it's been about a minute, maybe a minute and a half. This is more of a little bit of an easier section on the course that I took it over to.
Smoking.
As you can see, well, like I said, with the turning, it's just the front tires just like to push. Axles are getting all hung up here, just can't find a good line. Trying to find any big grip I can, try to make them bounce up over.
Okay.
There it is.
It's really starting to smoke now. Cut out for a minute, but it just kept on going. You can just see the smoke rolling off of it, so you just keep running.
I got me a 2-stroke.
So we made it back onto the rocks now. Gonna keep on running with it just to see how much further to make it. See, it's starting to lose power again. It's trying. See the smoke really starting to roll out of it now. We're at this point if it's gonna catch all the way on fire or not. As you can see now, there's no power. This motor's just not wanting to go anymore. It's really smoking. See how much further we can go. That's as far as she's wanting to go. She ain't gonna go no further. Gonna pull the body off of it. Just look at the smoke roll off of it. Absolutely burned it up. The fan fell off of it at some point.
Yeah, look at it. You can see all the burnt stuff in there.
Motor's absolutely fried.
There's no more
Look
fan
inside
in
this motor. There's
There's
usually
a fan
a
down in that
plastic
hole.
fan
It's
through
gone.
the hole. It had completely melted out of that motor. It melted all the stickers on the motor. All the cools inside turned out solid black. And the motor ended up completely locking up. And the truck wouldn't even roll, just pushing it.
Alright, let me look at the battery.